Oh snap, we are live. Hey, welcome everybody to the Network Engineer Simulator Q&A. If you are watching this live or watching the VOD, welcome. Awesome to have you all here and get to see what we've been working on so far with Network Engineer Simulator. It's pretty good. And I'm also wearing my favorite shirt in the entire world. Go ahead, blame the network because I dare you. I dare you to blame the network, okay? Because it's never the network's fault. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Aeon Stream 12 afternoon chat. It's never the network's fault. It's not the network. You know, so yeah, it's so we're going to be showcasing the demo level that we have, and I just want to make it very clear to everyone here. This is a work in progress. Everything you see here is not indicative of the final product, especially the early access product, because there's still a lot of debugging Q&A that has to go on. And the build that I have is probably about a week old or so, I think. So uh it's because I'm not actively in there editing stuff. It's we got our programmers doing that. I'm just sort of the person who gets to play around in it and be like, "Hey guys, can we do this?" And they're just looking at me like, "Zuby, shut the fuck up. All right, we can't do that." Or "Fine if you want." And then I just walk away and hide. But anyways, so I mean, you probably all don't want to like hear me talk and all that stuff. You probably like actually want to see the game. Am I right? Or am I right? But yeah, no, it's coming. We've gotten such amazing feedback so far from the community. It's tell them to let players browse to sites and games. To let players browse to sites and game. Wait, is that actually a thing? Wait, are we doing that? Like we're gonna be able to browse the internet while in game? You know. Okay, interesting. I didn't know we were gonna do that, but anyways, so as I was saying, we've gotten such amazing feedback and response from the community out there. Uh, we have over 8,000 or 8,000 wish lists on Steam right now, which blows my mind. Right? It's just amazing. Um, you know the the feedback we've gotten on this game. It truly blows my mind because, to be honest, I was honestly expecting us. I'd be like, we'd be lucky if we get 100 wish list, right? And that's kind of like honestly the goal we were kind of shooting for, right? We weren't expecting this at all. And then just looking at the store page stats, and it's starting to hit us like, oh crap, people actually want this, and people have been sort of like dying for something like this, especially people who want to get into IT, right? Because that's sort of the goal. Okay, well, hold on. Let's back up here because the original goal of this game was just a network wiring simulator, right? That was like the first thing that popped up in all our minds. Like, hey, let's there's a power wash simulator, there's a lawn mowing simulator. Why not a network wiring simulator? And that's kind of what it was at first, right? And then as the devs started, really messing around with it, we were just sort of asking ourselves, well, could we add in like a basic command line feature to do like basic switch commands and all that stuff to sort of simulate it? And come to find out, we could. And now we are, you know, those devs are really smart. And the thing that's crazy to me is we're now sort of simulating how a network functions in the game now, and that's just it blows my mind. Um, I'm not a coder at all. My day job is a network architect slash engineer. I've been in the networking game for well over a decade. So more than anything, I'm the one who's drawing up the puzzles and the diagrams and the racks. And telling the devs like, hey, this is how it should look, this is how it should operate, and all that. As far as the programming magic, I'm not. I don't know any of that. Um, I'm just the one to make make sure everything kind of looks legit in a sense, as best we can, right? Because we can't do a one for one recreation of real life or anything. So it's been a lot of fun, and just seeing the feedback, the how it's blown up already so far has just been nothing short of amazing. And it's really just all thanks to you all that are super excited about the game. So before I get into this, I just want to reiterate again, this is not indicative of the final product or anything. It's still in pretty rough shape. We really want to try to get a demo out there to have people just start messing around and playing with it and giving us feedback, because that's going to be really, really imperative, because as we play test and Q&A ourselves, there's, you know, it's we can only do so much. We don't know what, you know, Joe Bob and Kimberly out there are going to do um, when they're trying to play the game. So it's coming. The demo's coming. We're working on it. We're a lot of what's being worked on right now is like finalizing some of these back end systems and like setting up these foundational things for the game, like getting that smoothed over, because once we get the foundation nice and hard and rough, well, not rough but smooth, then going from there, like, it's just really building the levels and building the logic after that point, right? So there we go. So I will let's just get into it here. So um and so if you're watching, we are, so what you see here, this is Unreal Engine. This is the engine of choice that we're using for it, and this is sort of just the demo level area right here. I took off the roof because I think if I select it and put it back on, actually I don't know, I'm gonna break it. I'm hardly in the editor and I barely know how to use it, so don't you know don't get mad at me for knowing it. But this is gonna be, so this isn't the only thing in the demo area. We're going to be actually building a little office. Like, you walk into the office, you see people, then you walk into the data center, and then you got stuff to do, right? So let me just get into the game here. And as you can see off right away, it's going to start off dark. It's yeah, it starts off dark here, and I mean, obviously, this is just really for us to test, light and dark and all that stuff. So, we have the light switch right here. And as you can see, this is our area, our demo area here, our demo data center. So as you walk in first, like, eventually we're going to have like a sliding cage door, sort of like what you would see at a real data center, right? Because if you ever been in a real data center before, there's it's really hard to get into data centers. Like, they're really locked down. There'd be like, biometric scanners and having security guards walk you through just to open up the cage and let you in. Obviously, in a real data center environment, there's not going to be this like little office area here with a laptop and whiteboard and all that stuff. But this is just for our demo environment here. It's fine. So don't get all, like, oh my gosh, this isn't how an actual data center would look like. Oh, it's like, okay, no, we get it. It's just our demo. We want to be able to play around in here. So yeah, so as chat is going off there, if you're coming in and you have any questions you want to ask about the game, something you want to see, because pretty much what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to sort of be playing through the demo level. Like, I'm going to show everything in here. So I said before, like, as you walk in, one of my favorite things that we have done is create these little books, and so these aren't going to be in the final game or anything, but so if you look at the book named Zuby Networking for Dummies, obviously that's going to be copyright stricken. But look, Crisco Networking, all in one for morons, love it. Then you got PEBCAC, a user's tale of self-discovery. Everyone should know what PEBCAC stands for. If you've been in IT, you know what PEBCAC stands for. and that stands for Problem Exists Between Keyboard and Chair, or a Layer 8 issue. I don't know. What else we got here? We got the Zuby networking. We've got Copy Run Start My Heart, A Forbidden Lover's Tale. One of my favorite. And that name, you know, that name will come back. Or yeah, I'm not even going to spoil it for you all because I'm actually working on something fun for the game that's going to be in the final release, hopefully. You know, as long as the devs aren't like, oh my gosh, this is the dumbest thing ever. I'd be like, you know what? You're dumb. Okay. Anyways, oh my gosh, look at this. Darkstorm Adventures? Silver Flame's Legacy Escape to Stangate? Wait a minute, is this a Walrus Game Studio TTRPG book that is for D&D 5th edition and Pathfinder 2nd edition? And it's in Network Engineer Simulator? Why, yes it is, of course. This is going to be interactable soon, and yes, this book is an actual real book, and it's coming out soon for you to be able to purchase. Because if you didn't know, Walrus Game Studio also publishes TTRPG material. And yeah, this is our first adventure module book. Anyways, I know you're here for Network Engineer Simulator. There's one more book I want to show. ID10T and Other Networking Error Codes. As we all know, the famous ID10T and all that. So yeah, those are all the books there. We got our little beanbag, which doesn't really do much of anything. And yes, we have not animated any arms yet or put any arm graphics on here. So yes, these are the demo arms, like the little robot arms that you would see in, you know, default Unreal Engine games. So we've also got this chair that's interactable. Whee! It doesn't really do anything but that, and, you know, play Chair Wars. I don't think you can really do much else with the chair. I don't know if the devs really meant for this to happen or just to mess. I don't know. I'd have to ask them. So we got little keyboard in a box here. Frustration chair. Yeah, that's right. Like, fuck these cables, fuck these wires. I hate them all. So we've also got, you know, I'll get to these two in a second here when we start cabling. So this TV, you know, this is just playing a demo video of some fish, but pretty soon this TV is going to be actually playing something, and that's all I'm going to say. And it's going to be interesting. So let's just say that I'm already working and developing the script. That is, well, it's a whiteboard in the game. It's not real, but you can draw on it. So if I right-click right now, I can draw on the whiteboard. Of course, this is going to be like the final colors and all that stuff. You know, I told the devs that we need to have a whiteboard in the game because the more little things, you know, that are just interactable, I love that in games. You know, when you want to draw, like, I'm gonna try to draw my best walrus here. Okay. Oh, I fucked up. That's not my best walrus. Hold on. Draw some eyes on the walrus. Alright, okay. Oh god, I'm really bad at drawing here. Yeah, it's so the drawing mechanic is not perfect and all that. Oh look, okay, there you go. Tusks, sir. These are the legs of the. Oh wait, no. Walruses have flippers, right? Flippers. Or that makes it look like it has wings or something. Ah, okay. All right, that's enough. That's enough with my walrus drawing. With my walrus drawing. Oh. There we go. It's a mutant moose. There you go. It is. I'll draw the antlers as well too. The antlers for the moose. That's what antlers look like, right? And the mouth for the moose. and it's drooling. I don't know. This looks good to me. My God, you're right. It is. Okay, you know, let's get into actual like the meat of the product here, right? Oh no, I gotta pee. This is bad. Like, dang it, it like hit me like a ton of bricks. So I've been, drinking so much that I need to pee. Yeah, it's piss time. It's piss time get into before we get into wiring these racks here. So I will be right back, everybody. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. It just hit me all of a sudden. So we are gonna get started. Um, so here we go. As you can see here, we're gonna start getting into the cabling here. I'm just gonna pick up my handy dandy cable box here, and so the demo level is gonna who can make the urinal spinner go the fast. Oh Jesus! I mean, we could add bathrooms into the game like that. But anyways, so the demo level is basically going to consist of having to wire up these 8 racks here. And as you can see here, uh, each rack has its own specific use for it. Its own purpose of it. And if you were to just look at all of them, so this is just like I said, an example of what may be at a data center, right? Um, this is what we call our like layer 3 security services rack. We've got, a switch here. We've got 2 firewalls and 2 routers and a patch panel up there. We've got our user switches, another set of user switches. We've got our SAN storage rack. Just pretend these are SAN storage, okay? Here's another SAN storage rack. Oh, there's a lot of storage. We'll pretend each one is 1 petabyte, okay? Where's the gourmet coffee machine and snack mini fridge? You starve in this game, okay? So this is like a network engineer survival game. Okay, as your wiring closets will have a hunger meter and a thirst meter. Just kidding, no, we will not. So this is our file server rack. Here is our UI user and oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, what did I name UI for? User something. It was the active. Since we can't use Active Directory, it's like pretend these are domain controllers. Okay, I can't remember what I named UI for off the top of my head. I'd have to go user interface. Was it user interface? I don't know. Maybe. I'd have to go look at my Visio diagrams I built for this level because I labeled it there. Oh, it's going to be on the notebook. And then here we got our database. So I will point out that yes, we know that this does not look like a router. This does not look like a firewall. This does not look, the switches look, pretty close. Yeah, there's no management ports yet or anything. That's going to be coming. Yes, we know this does not look like a SAN server. Yes, we know. It's the important thing is we're not worried about that level of detail right now, and plus we have to be careful with how we model certain things because we want to make sure we're not infringing on any copyright or trademark or anything like that, because we don't want companies like Dell or HP or Cisco to come out and be like, that looks like a Catalyst 9200, and we're going to cease and desist you. Okay, so we have to be careful about how certain things look. Um, so just putting it out there in case people were like, this isn't real enough. Okay, a SAN would actually not be 1U. It would actually be like 2U, maybe even 3U. Yes, we know. Okay, we got it. This is just for wiring. This is for demo purposes. All right. Anyways, so the goal of the demo is we gotta wire up these racks here. Okay, we need to. So basically, the gist of it is when you look at these 8 racks here. All right. So we're sort of not doing cross connects in the sense of we have to make sure this patch panel here, talks to this patch panel here, or because basically what we're sort of doing is this is considered rack 1, as you can see, rack 1, rack 2, 3, 4, if you look at the names of the devices. So essentially when we're looking at this all here, each rack, in a sense, all of the numbered racks will sort of connect back to rack 1. All right. Yes, we're not drawing the cabling and wiring to showcase that, nor are you going to have to run those cables here. So this is just a demo. I'll reiterate that over and over again. And also, the other thing that we're not really doing for right now, until we get into actual level design, is we're pretending one of these ports here, I think it's port 48, is an uplink port that would then go to the DMARC where the internet circuit would be to get out into the internet. Okay. Right now for this demo level, we're not gonna, then have you, I gotta run to the DMARC and make sure the cable is plugged in from the DMARC to, the patch panel. No, we're not gonna do that. At least not in this demo level. Okay. And no, I mean, devs, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we kind of have any interest in having players have to fish cables over. So let's say the DMARC was on the basement floor of the data center. Oh look, now we got to run some cable or fiber from the basement up to the first or second floor and then fish it over to this rack. Sorry, I mean, if that's what you all truly want, please let us know. But I mean, here it's our main goal, or our main focus really is focusing on beautifying and wiring racks, and then eventually getting into say picking up this laptop, bringing it over, plugging it into a management port, and hey, we need to get some VLANs on here and stuff, or the router, we need to do OSPF, or we need to do RIP V1. Yeah. Or don't knock RIP V1. Okay, it had its use for a little bit. Okay, yes, a crash cart eventually. Exactly. So, all right, we're gonna cable up rack 1 here. I think I've talked enough about it. You're probably all like, "Oh my gosh, just get to the cabling." Okay, so right here is sort of our cheat sheets. Well, not really cheat sheets, but this is how you're gonna cable up. Is you're gonna have a little tusk notes, I should say, because we're Walrus Game Studio. Everything's a walrus pun. So if you look at that, rack 1 security services, and rack 2 user, rack 3 user, rack 4 SAN, 5 SAN, file server, user index. That's what it was. User index. Okay, and then database. So we're gonna stick with rack 1. We're gonna pin it. one thing that I've already mentioned to the devs is I there's got to be a way to maybe zoom in on. You can't see me pointing at the screen here, but there's got to. I'd like to see a way to zoom in on the notebook because for me, I'm playing on a widescreen monitor here. It's a little bit hard for me to see, um, the thing. So don't worry. We're looking at that. Like I said, everything you see here is not final. Just to put that in perspective. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to get started on wiring up the firewalls and the routers here. So if we look here, router 02 has a plug. So we hit E to set one end of the cable. And as you can see, if we use the mouse scroll up and down, we can sort of make the cable really long if we want, or start making it short. That is one wide monitor, that's what she said. And we can also, what was it, Q to change the color? Yeah, change the color of this. And then, look, there you go. Another thing to note, that the button configurations are not final either. We're still working on all that here. So, as I said, everything's a work in progress. So we got 2 and 2 connected, and let's see if our services are showing up correctly. So part of the gameplay loop will be, as you're starting to wire up a rack and you have this diagram to make sure you're following it correctly, and there may be levels where you don't have a notebook like this, where you may have like a whiteboard showing someone like port 1 to port 2 connect here, and then you're like, oh, okay, bam bam bam, let me go check the services here. So as we get into the laptop here, we can hit check services. We only have one rack set up so far, but as you can see, there's basically sort of 15 things we have to get set up in rack 1. And we've got one, I guess, service online right now so far in rack 1. We don't have stats is pretty stagnant right now. This is static. There's nothing built here yet. And then terminal, this is going to be where we see our future net OS. So show run. Let's do a, let's do a config T. We're going to do stuff like that, like, switch port, of course, switch port VLAN trunk 100, 5 stars. That's not really a command, but, it's just an example here. So we're going to log out. So we've got one cable, good so far. So ports 1 of the firewalls go, so, oh, not the firewall, the router. Whoops, my bad. Not the fire. I was getting it confused. I was probably saying router, wasn't I? So we know port 1 has to go up to port 3 of switch 1. So you know what I'm going to do? Which way would make it look better? Up there? Yeah, we're going to go there, and these are like little anchor points. These are our cable management anchor points. So we're just going to run the cable. So yes, right now as it goes, so each time you hover over an anchor point, you just press E to have the cable to it. And then what port was it? Port 3. And then boom, port 3. Yes, we know there's little glitches in here. That'll be fixed when we compile it. This is, remember, still in the game engine and all that. Then we're going to change it to red. We're going to do, so this port 1 is connected to port 4, and we'll do the same thing here. So one of the things that we're also looking into, I don't know if it'll be live for the demo, but one thing that we want to do is have some sort of scoring system, right? Because why beautify a closet if you could just, easily just plug it in from port 1 and then just go straight up to here, right? So as we start developing a scoring system, that's where you're going to be able to look on the laptop and look at your stats, right? Where, hey, it's, for each time you have it a certain length and on, however many X amount of anchors or whatever the logic is, it'll be a scoring thing. We may also have some levels where you're on a timer too, right? Because oh my gosh, it's a downtime, and you've got 10 minutes to rewire and get the switch back up. Okay, so then it's like, oh crap, do I care about getting a score, or do I care about finishing the level? That kind of thing. So okay, we've got the routers hooked up. Let's get the firewalls hooked up now. So port 2. Well, oops. Oh no, I think I hit a bug. Oh no, I did hit a bug. So this is what's been happening here. Ah, this is what happens with it. So each time and I don't know if it's just my build of the game. I don't know if it's just my build of the game, but yeah, now this cable's stuck. And it may be my build, because I will say, so we're using a version management system, Perforce, right? And I have had nothing but issues with my version of the game here. So I don't do any programming or coding or anything like that. Really, I just download the build and play with it, mess with it, and give feedback. I'm like a really shitty QA tester. I'm gonna have to start it over here, which sucks. But yeah, you can ask our devs. I've had nothing but problems with my build, where half the time it won't even like show up racks, it won't show ports, but on the devs' computers, it works just fine for them. hmm And yeah, that is a game engine thing. That is not, the game itself. Like when we compile the game. So just real quickly, I'm gonna go back. Oh, I think it was what, port 3. Is that it? Just gonna quickly see. See, this is the whole. It's not the network, right? See, it's not the network. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly do, and then port 4 here. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, yeah, you could easily just run cables up there too, and then port 2. Boom. Okay. So then we're gonna go here, and I'll try to be careful not to ruin the wiring there. Yeah, it really has been my build. My build has been messed up since the beginning here. Okay, so where does port 1 on the firewall go? Goes to port 15? Where's 15? Oh. There we go. So port 15 here. And then this port would go to port 12. Okay. We're gonna wrap it down here as well here too. So as you can see here, we go like this, y'all. Like that, y'all. We're gonna skip over that anchor. No, we're not gonna skip over that anchor. Let's do it the right way, huh? Let's make the cables look nice and go to port 12, which is all the way over there. Boom. Love it. Okay. So we should have some more services set up. Let's check. We have 6 out of 15 services set up. Awesome. Okay, now we just have to get 16 through 23 hooked up to 40 through 47. So if I recall, when I was designing this, this was meant to be, so these should have been racks. All 8 racks would then lead back here, that then connect to the switch, that then there is the uplink from 24 to 48 that will get them out to the internet, if I recall. Let's make them all green, because I like green. And yes, we're gonna look at some Christmas colors. Ooh, I can't wait till we start designing some Christmas. And we'll do that. Oh yeah, look at that. It's all coming together like a plan here. And then we will go up to patch 48. Okay, so that is the uplink for it. So then now I got to do 16 through 23. Now this is where the gameplay gets riveting, I should say. But I want to give a shout out If you were here at the beginning of the starting soon stream and hearing the music that was playing, that was music specifically made for Network Engineer Simulator. Well, hey, Pin Mattel, welcome to the chat. And Pin Mattel asks, will this game have subnetting? So when we start getting into the CLI portion of the programming, we will have subnetting in there, obviously. Um, when we start getting into the configuration of switches and routers, when we start doing layer 2 and layer 3 commands, there will be um, subnetting we have to do, setting up IP addresses, IPing stuff. So if that's what you mean, then yes, we will have subnetting. Right now, the only thing I really have to showcase is the cabling, because we are still getting a lot of the foundations of the cabling set up and some of the other systems that are happening in the background set up as well too. And I actually also doing stuff to simulate how networks are. Because I mean, what was it? Our dev, one of our devs, like literally programmed how frames work in the game. We were testing level 1 Ethernet frames on the wire. Yes, then layer 2 MAC addressing, and then layer 3. Yes, exactly. There you go, Aeon Stream. Exactly what he said. That is one of the things we already got the frames working, right? You got the frame, like, you rebuilt the frame headers, if I recall. Yes. I'm doing those backwards, 23 to 47. What? Oh, am I? Shoot. You're right. You're right. Oh, dang. Well, you know what? You know what? A real network engineer would be like, fuck this, I'm just going to go configure the ports to correct. I'm just going to So, okay, that's fine. You're right, Lynx. I messed it up. But you know what? That is indicative of my true network cabling skills. Okay. Anyone who has worked with me, because like I said, I've been in the networking game for a long time. One of the things I am horrible at is making cabling look nice, and even doing cabling like well. So the fact that I messed up there, it's kind of true to life. Um, it really is true to life, like that. I would screw up cabling like that because I've done it many a times in real life. Also, Penn Mattel, we tested frames at a speed of 1 gig and got it to. Oh, that's right. Didn't we get half duplex working too? Didn't we get like half duplex and full duplex working in the coding? Yeah, that's right. We did. Okay. Yeah. See, so Penn Mattel, this is why we don't have the CLI for the CLI for the game yet, because we're literally having our devs program networking at the layers from the ground up. We've literally been in meetings where one of the devs is like, how do Ethernet frames work? And we will go back and forth for me for what feels like hours, having to really recall all my studying, all my training, and all like my knowledge of, well, this is what a switch does with the frame. This is how it passes the frame. Well, what actually starts a frame? Well, the switch doesn't really do anything with the frame. It just takes it from one port, passes it to the other. It's that kind of. There's been a lot of talks like that, and this is where I have to give praise to the devs, where I will literally explain to them like how a feature works, right? And then they just build it in C++ from scratch, and I'm like, head explodes. Where I'm just like, holy crap, I can't believe you all figured that out. So yeah, Pimatel, it's pretty amazing what these programmers are doing right now, and it makes me that much more excited that we're really going to be able to simulate frames and packets in this game. Like, I'm so excited about it. Oh, and you hear that nice, satisfying click there as you plug in the RJ45. Oh my god, I love it. By the way, these cables are only Cat 3 cables. By the way, joking, joking. We haven't even talked about like category of Ethernet cables or anything like that. Yeah, I am doing this backwards, Links. Whoops. And nothing's gonna work according to the logic in the game. But you know what? That's life. Sometimes you make mistakes like that. Um, this game looks really good too, along with the quiz. Well, awesome. Thank you. I'm glad. Like it makes me excited that people, are excited for this game. And literally the genesis of this game, it started off as a joke, right? I was literally sitting at home, like it was either during work or on a weekend or something, and I'm like, I made a joke in our private Discord where, I said like, would anyone want to play a cabling game, like where you look at a network rack or something and just like beautify the rack with cables and all this stuff, and it was just a joke. I was not even really want to do it. And then, of course, our amazing programmer Lynx, then took that and ran with it. And I think like a week later, showed us like, hey, this is what I've been doing for the past week, and like I think this could be a thing. And I'm like, holy shit, man, you're actually trying to do this. And I showcased some of my coworkers the little video of that, and of course my coworkers are network engineers too, and they're like, holy shit, I would totally play that. And even some non-networking folk would be like, yeah, I could see that being really relaxing. And so we just sort of took it on from there. So this rack is technically cabled, but I didn't get... The services should still be fucked up. Yeah, they're fucked up, because, it's going to remain offline. Okay? That's just how it's going to be. Because I fucked up. And, yes, yeah, my stuff's bugged, so I can't, I don't want to do the user racks. Let's do... I want to do one of the other racks. Let's do the database rack. Yeah. Let's do that database rack. And there's no services for it yet, but yeah, it's... And then, so when we finally got the Steam page up there, that's when things just started going crazy. Oh, the database servers have 4 ports. It should only be 2 ports. Oh, that's got to be fixed. Hold on. So how do I don't remember how I set up half this stuff here. I'm the one who designed all these puzzles and the wiring. I don't even remember what I did. Okay. All right, we got it here. All right, port 24 goes to here, like y'all. Oh no, we're missing anchors here on the sides. Oh no, or maybe it's my build. I don't know if it's my build or not. Who knows? And goes up to port 48. Okay. We got that. Oh my god, I'm blind. You see me like squinting my eyes here? Like, oh shit. This is why we need like a notebook for Jerry. It's the dev's fault. Yeah, see? Go ahead, blame the network. Blame the network. This needs to say, blame the developers. For too long, we network engineers have had to handle and take the abuse by developers, server teams, help desk, SQL database administrators. No more! It's not the network's fault. Wiring management is more of a suggestion. For too long, us network engineers have had to handle the abuse. Okay, what am I doing here? Port 1 of DB01 goes to port 9. Okay. I guess I could just, like, do that. Boom. There we go. Port 2 goes to port 10. What was I thinking here? Was this supposed to be, like, active-passive type thing or port bonding? I don't remember at all. Now I'm reconsidering my career choices. Don't! Okay, no, be honest, I love networking. Like, I really do. There's, there's always bad days at my job here. You know, at my day job. Like, you're always gonna have bad days, but I really do love networking. It's to me, it's so much fun. It's, you know, like, one of my goals in life is to mentor more people into networking. And the fact that this game will help people that are interested in networking and learning just really makes me happy. Okay. So we got 18. Oops. Oh, oh no, I fucked up. Oh no, oh god. Oh god. My build fucked up here. Alright, we're gonna start over here. This is my build, not the actual game. Okay. We'll quickly, yeah, because you can see, like, I don't have the wires here now, so whatever. I'm not doing that all again. I'm not. Sorry. Alright, so we got 24. Oh, it helps if I have the cable box, right? Your build is like 5 days old now, right? It is ancient. It's an ancient build. It needs to just be tossed away in the trash. Alright, so we got that to that. Ooh, look at that cabling. Then we've got port 1. Oh, port 2, I guess. To port 10. Port 1 to port 9. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna make a big spaghetti mess. And that goes to port 14, port 15. Oh yeah, look at that spaghetti mess. I love it. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Spaghetti. Spaghetti. Oh my god, that is a masterpiece of cabling. Look at that. Oh my god. I will say here that I have personally never ever racked or cabled a rack like this before. Just saying. I've never been that lazy. Okay, yes I have. Anyways, it's beside the point. Alright, let's go. Cable management. Right? Who needs cable management? Alright, let's do the user index rack, aka let's do so user index is our version of Active Directory, aka domain controllers. We just don't want to get sued by Microsoft. That's why we call it user index. Alright, so 24. Alright, this one I am gonna like try to actually cable manage here a little bit. Oh yeah, here we go. Is that all messed up there? So, boom. Give it a little bit of slack. Not too much slack though. And go up to port 48. Port 48. Boom! Look at that! That is gorgeous! Oh, that little hanging there, right there. Oh my god, so... developers, if you're watching, this is just my little nitpick here. But I really hope, like, eventually we're able to fix, like, to where if I just want to, like, maybe take this out and sort of cable it a little bit more, or I don't even know how you would do that, but like for me, the perfectionist in a game, like I would see like a little imperfection, and be like, oh, I can't have it look like that. I need to redo the whole cable. But can it hack me into OnlyFans account? Dude, this is not OnlyFans. This is only Tusks. Um. All right. So this port 1 goes into port 1. There we go. Port 2 goes into port 2. Huh, that's easy. Is this right? So then user index 02, port 1 goes into port 3. Alright, port 2 user index goes into port 4. Boom. 03 port 1 user index goes into port 5. Oh my god, this is oof. You hear that clicking? If you had the latest build, it's fixed. Okay. We're also working on cable physics, less wet noodle, and more copper. Oh, that's right. We are looking into that. Port 6. So technically that rack is finished. Oh my god. Look at that. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. Except I don't really like that little tangle there. Oh, that would knock me off points. That would knock me off points if I was gonna be doing that for real. All right. So I think that's done for that rack. Let's go. Oof. The frustration chair. Get out of here. Okay, that's right. The notebook. I got distracted. File server. Ooh, this isn't set up right at all either. There's too many ports on these. This is my annoying QA self coming out. There's too many ports on these file servers. Port 8 going up to... And the dev is probably like, shut the fuck up, alright? Enjoy what you have. So this one I sort of did it a little differently, right? So port 1 goes into port 2. Because why the fuck not? This port 1 goes into port 5. So that way, you know, we're doing it so people can be like, oh, okay, no, it's not just 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. Like all sequential. No. You gotta actually pay attention to the drawing, okay? If you don't pay attention to the drawing, you won't pass the level. There we go. That's racked. Oh my god. Mwah! Perfect. Perfect. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's simple, beautiful, darling. Beautiful. You know. Art. It is art. I mean, I'm literally weeping tears of joy right now. Okay. Let's get rack 5 going here. Oops. So rack 4 and 5 are the same, so I could actually... Okay, so if I think I have port 1 on this. Oh, okay, I think my idea, if I recall for the sand racks, I think my idea was to have port 1 be like the management ports, right? So they would all be plugged into a management VLAN switch. Whereas the rest of the ports 2 through 4 are like the data ports for the SAN. So this would be like the data switch. Alright, so you can separate the two. Okay, I'm starting to remember what I did, sort of. Alright, we have port 1 into 1. 2. Oh my god, look at that. It's a work of art. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Nah, you know what we need to add? And I know the developers are gonna fucking love me. We need to add zip ties or like Velcro ties so I can like take a look at this and be like, zip, tie that up with Velcro, tie this up with some Velcro. Love it. And they're gonna be like, no, shut the fuck up, Zuby. We're not doing that. Get wrecked. We're like, fine. I see how it is. You don't want realism in the game. I'm joking. I'm totally fucking joking here. Please, developers, don't kill me. Port 48 and then goes to port 24. I got that now. So 2 goes into port 1. Boom, boom, boom. Get racked, right? Yeah, no wait, port 4. Look at all these beautiful, oh, here, I love that clicking, man. It feels so good. Oh, that clicking is like music to my ears. Oh yeah, click. Click in there, baby. Oh yeah. Click it real good. Look at that wonderful spaghetti mess. Oh look, normal cabling. This would get you an F in cable management. Alright? You would fail the demo level. Do it again! Alright, so this rack is pretty much the same as rack 5. Boom, boom, boom. Boom! It is, it's beautiful. I love it. Alright, so the real test will be when I start getting into the user racks here. And oh my god, okay. I gotta hand it to our composer. Our artiste for the music. I love the music of this game. It is so good, it is so chill, so relaxing, and it's the kind of music that just will zone you in while you're cabling. Like, I promise you, I was messing around with the demo level the other night, and so you may not hear the music, I have it turned down, but I had the music like on full blast, and like literally I was just zoned in, like just racking the cables and just doing the cable management and all that stuff. Like I was just in the zone, and the music helps put you in that zone, and it's so good. By the way, every cable he clicks into place starts the real networking behind the scenes. Yes, that is 100% correct. I forgot about that. All right, so now we got the user racks. User racks are going to be a ton of cables. Look at some of this cabling here. Whoo, buddy. All right. These are the user racks. Oh my gosh. This is the one I was saying that I had a hard time seeing. Oh, that's right. So we're pretending that these 3 switches are in a stack. Please don't sue us, Cisco. We're not. I don't know if the term stack is actually copyrighted or trademarked, but we're trying to make the switches look like they're all on one management plane. Are we allowed to say that? Maybe. I don't know. Cisco, don't sue us. Okay. So yeah, yes, okay, I know. Before anybody says, yes, I know when it comes to stacking switches, there's usually in the back plane. I know. This is just a demo again. Okay. Just a demo. What could it have been? Alright, port 24 goes to port 48. So, alright, 3 through 21 will go to 1 through 19. 3 through 21. Oh, almost did the wrong port there, buddy. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh my god, it is gorgeous. Look at that cabling. Yeah. This is what I mean. So I was actually doing this the other night with the cable management runs, and it was pretty zen. So 3 through 21 should go up to 19. That's just the first switch. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Now I can't see the second switch at all. Hey, just like real networking. When you come into a closet and you're like, oh god, I gotta move the cables like real life, right? Alright, alright. 3 through 21 goes through 20 through 39. Or 39, I mean. 3 through 21, that's... Oh god. This is getting hard to see now. In an isolated data center with the air blowing on you 100 decibels. Dear god, it is a mess, right? I hope I'm plugging into the right places because damn, I can barely see it now. I love it. I'm just going up to port 21. Oh god. It's getting so hard to see. Hey look, we're experiencing real life here together. It goes up to 39. Okay. Oh god. Or maybe it only goes up to port 38. Oh, because I don't know how to count. That's why. Oh my god. Look at that. I look away for 1 minute and all I see is a monstrosity. Yes. Just think, in the game, in the actual game, you're gonna come across a closet like this, and you're gonna have to beautify the rack. Okay. This is Zuby cabling 101. You don't see a problem with it? Oh my god! If my buddy Marcel was in the chat room right now, who I have known for a long time, in the networking sphere, he would look at this rack and be like, my god, Zuby, what the fuck is your problem? And I would be like, you are correct, what is my problem? So 3 through 10, 40... Oh god, it is getting hard as fuck to see this. Oh my god. There we go. That rack is complete. Task. There's connectivity problem at this company, and you just see this. Find the one port in the mess of cables. Yes. That, folks, is what I call beauty. All right, so I'm actually going to do the cabling for real in Rack 2, just to show you the difference. It's going to take me longer to do it, but that's what we're here for Network Engineer Simulator. So we will 100% need the peeplet meter, the peeplet pinger, the peeplet probe. Do you have your peeplet crimper? You need to crimp some cables. Oh my god, if we made a crimping mini game. Oh god. How would you even do a crimping mini game? You have to make cables. God, I don't even know. I'm trying to think like how you would do a crimping mini game here. It's do that, and then up there. Align colors to slots. Actually, yeah. Yeah, and oh, it could be a game where 8 wires put them in the right slots. Okay, yeah. So maybe a mini game. So what we used to do back in the day when I worked in an office was we used to see how many cables we could make that work, and I think like 5, 10, 15 minutes, something like that, where we both had a cable box and you had to like make cables and do it as fast as you could. I used to be decently fast at making Cat 5 cables, but God, fuck, if I had to do it now, it would probably take me a half hour just to make one cable. Okay, oh yeah, let me get the switches stacked first. We'll use red as our stacking cables. Yeah, I was never a fan of crimping, but I mean, it could make for a fun, interesting little mini game, right? Alright, so we're gonna try to do this management thing for real now. And that should go into port 1 and port 2 here. See, this is what I'm talking about, the music. It just puts me in the zone. That should go up to port 2 up here. There we go. So all the switches are stacked. Alright, yeah. We'll use green for the user cables. What's chat saying? Links, we could make it so that the screen starts shaking the longer it takes to make the cable more it shakes, and the percent chance to crimp it rate decreases like the wires and pins get misaligned. Okay, that would be cool. That'd be fun. Like, yeah, it simulate like your hand shaking or something like that. Alright. What is it, Pram? And port 4. The joys of cable management. There we go. We're just trying to make it look all nice and neat as we start plugging in these users so they can actually get to work and stop being slackers and wasting company time on only tusks. That the quality of the cable crimp would increase the chance of a cable failing. Boo. Hey, this bum here. How are you doing? Welcome, this bum. More time waste. Hey, don't be dissing my time wasting here. My time wasting abilities. This is some like riveting stuff here. Haven't you ever just wanted to rewire a closet and make it look pretty? Well, now you've got your chance. And configure a switch at the same time. This is so much more. There's so much more to the game than this. Yes, that is correct. There is going to be much more to the game than this. But for the people out there that just want a chill, relaxing, like wiring simulator, you're gonna have that option. If you don't want to do any like the command line functions or any of the actual networking, and you just want to run cables, we're gonna have your back. Like, you're gonna be able to do just that. Like, if that's all you want out of the game, we've got you. Because some people may just want to play it like that, right? Maybe, like, you know, people want to speed run a level. Like, all right, how fast can I get the cabling down? You know, I don't know. I don't know I don't know what you young folks out there want to do out there, because back in my day, we played Super Mario Brothers. Sweaty Palm Simulator. Yes, the main storyline of the game. You're going to be yelled at by executives and other IT people, blaming you for their network outages. They're going to tell you like, go ahead, blame the network, and they are going to blame the network. That's what's going to happen. They're going to fucking blame the network, and they're gonna say, you just need to fix it. I don't care if this data center is geographically on the other side of the world. You need to make it faster. Not speaking from experience here, okay? Hi. Welcome to Network Engineer Simulator, brought to you by Walrus Game Studio. In here, we are watching a very fascinated Zuby wire some cables. Foreign fucking country hackers, okay? Listen the fuck here, motherfucker. Okay? I fucking love this. Okay. I think I'm cursing way too much. It's just what happens when you're wiring cables and you're like, this is the most fun part of my job. We got green going. Boom. 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 You need to make it faster. Level starts. Everything is from 1987. Dusty as hell. No cable management. No labels. Oh my god. Everything's a token ring network or something. There's still some ATM frame relay stuff going on. Oh my god. Please, dear God, no. I don't want to... Okay, this bum here, listen, I would have to design that, okay? I am not going to be setting up some token ring frame relay shit, because I don't want to have to remember what all that does. Hey, Sternaljet, welcome to the chat. Crikey here, we have a network engineer in his natural habitat. Crikey! We've got a network engineer... Yes, in natural habitat. Like, oh my god. Why am I doing all these fucking cables? Okay, you know what the best part of when you do beautify a closet? So, you know, if you have ever been a part of a team where you go in and beautify an IDF closet, you're like, oh my gosh, I've made it all look great. And then a couple months later, you get a random ass PAX administrator who then takes it upon himself to then rewire everything, completely screw up all the ports, and thinking I'm just going to randomly unplug and plug stuff in, make my wiring job look all horrible, and have stuff plugged into the wrong stuff and in the wrong VLAN, and then you have to figure out the fuck what they did, and then you have to go there in the middle of the night at 11 or 12 o'clock at night because you're getting alarms on your phone that, hey, this clinic is down, what the fuck is going on? And you then spend the rest of the fucking night until about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning having to rewire everything, and then because the clinic is going to be open up at like 5 or 6 o'clock, you got to make sure it's up and running because patient care, folk, patient care. And, you know, go from there. Not speaking from experience or anything. I'm not speaking from experience at all. I have never had to do that in the middle of the night before because someone decided to randomly unplug shit. Yes, I have. I've had to do that a couple times, and it fucking sucks having... And when you're having to rewire shit in the middle of the night, you don't give a fuck how it looks or organized. You're like, fuck this shit. I fucking hate everything. Why am I doing this? I just want to go home. Oh my god. I probably scared off Sternaljet. They're a first time user in the chat and they're like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on here? Real life networking. Okay, real life. And I decided to take my real life job and help make it into a video game. It's me, I unplug shit. Oh my god, if your name is actually Bob, this bum here, I'm gonna first say I love you and I miss you, and fuck you for having me up many times in the middle of the night. I miss you, Bob. You know, Bob was a lot of things, but he was actually, he was very passionate about his job. You know, he did not fucking understand networking one bit. Well, he understood basics of it, but I can't tell you how many times I would have to explain how natting worked. Like, I would have to go over and over again to explain to him, like, this is how nat functions, and he just wouldn't get it. Like, I can't tell you how many times, like, he just would not understand. But he was one of, I freaking loved the hell out of that man, though. He was such a great person. You know, type of guy who'd give your shirt or give his shirt off his back to give to you. See, I'm experiencing those frame rate drops again now that I'm having so many cable. I'm wondering if it's all the anchor points too, or maybe it's just my build. Maybe it's my build is bad. I should probably not do like any more network engineer rage stories. I'm probably scaring people off. Like, oh my god, if this is what being a network engineer does to you, I'm just going to avoid this game altogether. I'm sorry, not sorry. But, you know, there's some shit you go through as a network engineer that, you don't really realize. It helps to unplug and see who complains. That is true. Or switched balance on the toilet and the trash can catching the leaky roof drips. I had to drive up in a level 3 snowstorm. Oh my god. I'll still never forget the time that we acquired a clinic and the IDF was literally in the bathroom on a baker's rack. I'll still never forget that. Okay, we're gonna yeah, because it's the frame rate's starting to drop now, and it may be my build here. So still a rack. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh god, yeah, it's the frame rates are starting to drop here. I gotta be careful. I gotta be a little bit slower now because now I'm like, I gotta be more precise. It's probably the live network running on the wires. And you think so? Well, that is true. This is not optimized at all. This is still, rough. We're still working on a lot of that optimization and stuff. So, oh god. Oh god, now it's turning into a real network rack where I can't see anything. 35 has to connect to this here. This has to connect here. Let's go up to 21 again. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, now this is getting even harder because it's the frame rates just keep going down. This is what happened last time here with me when I 43 to, oh my god. I haven't shown one of the coolest things. The timers are running 1 gig with no frames. Oh, damn. There we go. Well, hey, it looks better. Oh god, yeah, you can see the frame rates are dropping. Look at all that. I forgot to turn off the lights and show like the pretty colors. Wait, we don't have the glow in the dark cables anymore? Did we get rid of those? The glow-in-the-dark cables? Oh, man. Well, shoot. I thought we still had the... Okay. Well, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, hold on. I'm gonna quit out of this and get back into it. Wait, what's on the TV? I'm glad you should ask. It's a riveting fish program. You haven't reached a level to acquire the neon cables. Get good. Oh, yeah, you're right. I gotta get good in order to get the neon cables. You're right. Um, yeah. So, I mean, really, that's it for the game here, folks. Since we've got some people in chat, is there anything that you all want to see? That I can show you all? Like, how many people we got in chat here? There's been okay. We got a few people here. Is there anything else anybody wants to see before we end it here? Because it's you know, that's kind of it. Like the demo level should really take you, like if you were to cable it right, everything should take you about an hour, 30 to 60 minutes to finish. So you can watch TV instead of doing the job you're supposed to do. Are you hourly? So this bum here, I'm actually working on a movie for it to play on here. This is just a filler right here. So I'm actually scripting a movie like little stream here that's going to relate to the world of Network Engineer Simulator. So yes. And oh, by the way, the Darkstorm book coming soon. Coming soon. Darkstorm Adventures. And then you can also draw on the whiteboard. This. You just caught an ad. This bum here. Oh my god, what if we make like different cable skins that you can unlock? Like, you can unlock camo Ethernet cables. You can unlock glowing neon Ethernet cables. Oh my god, that would be kind of fun. Like, I wanna rack all these racks, or I wanna cable all these racks with my camo cables, or I want to do it with my glow in the dark cables. This bum here in the dark putt course. Wait, how do you get the light to work? What's the button to get the light to work? Oops. L? Oh, I keep thinking I'm waiting to hear a click of the flashlight, but I forget I don't have that build yet. I'm like, where's the click of the flashlight? We got the exit sign there. Oh my god. Oh my god, this poor network engineer is stuck in a box. He's stuck here forever. Oh, and of course you got to look at the racks. TK set 1701D, and it has the Walrus logo there as well. Amazing. Okay, now that I'm back from my 10-minute ad break, what was all that about the movie? I'm working on scripting an own little movie that will loop over and over again. And then, of course, for you, this bum here. And this bum here, I'm going to draw you a walrus as well, too. For you to have, and then you can send to your wife, Unicorn Fluff. Here's the walrus. Here's part of its mouth, and it's happy. This is some of the walrus hair. We don't want to get sued, this bum here, okay? There's my walrus for you. It's perfect. Perfect. Like it's you can't get any better than that. Um, that's really it for the game here. I mean, anybody in chat, you got any other questions or anything else you want to see? Um, in the game here so far? I mean, I feel like devs in chat, have I missed anything to showcase? I feel like I've kind of showcased everything I could think of. Oh, I need to redo some of these and put some stuff here. I forgot about the sticky notes. No, yeah, I broke it enough. Well, I can't think of anything else here. ID 10T and other networking error codes. Copy run start my heart. A forbidden lover's tale. Alright, hold on. Can I jump on this? Alright. Hold on. Ah! I'm on the rack. Alright, I need a sledgehammer to start breaking the racks here. Alright. So, can I... Ugh. I want to jump on there. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe if I push the chair over there... I can't get on top of the chair. What the hell, Debs? Oh my god. I can't jump on top of the chair. There we go. I was about to say, if I could not jump on the chair to get on here, worst game ever. Restroom to run to and play on the phone. I love it. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, that kind of, we don't pay you to sit. I mean, that kind of does it for the stream there. It's go ahead, blame the network again. You got to blame it. Tell Unicorn I said hi, this bum here. Hope you two are doing well. And yeah, I think that kind of does it for the stream here, folks. So it is always the dev's fault. It really is. So I didn't see a single magic card with Zuby the entire stream. Here you go. You've got Rashmi. You got Selvala. You got Metallurgic Summonings. You've got a Force of Will that's not sleeved. Ooh. You got a Gaia's Cradle, not sleeved. Ooh. And you got a Doubling Season, not sleeved. Ooh, because I'm redoing some stuff. The build worked before the network guy got it. My wife kept me captive for Love is Blind. Well, you'll be able to see the VOD, okay, Sternal Jet? It's okay. So we'll have it up on our YouTube channel, Walrus Game Studio. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you were here live, thank you again for the chat. This was a lot of fun doing it. We'll make sure we do stuff like this again, especially when we get closer to the demo coming out. You can watch the VOD on our YouTube channel, Walrus Game Studio. We've got other stuff coming out in the works. Network Engineer Simulator is the big thing, but also don't want to forget, if you are into TTRPGs like D&D or Pathfinder, we are coming out with our first book, Darkstorm Adventures, very soon. Just waiting on the proof to arrive from the printer, so as long as that checks out good, we'll be able to set a release date for that. So yeah, we're already working on book 2. We've got other games that are in the works as well too that we're talking in the pipeline after Network Engineer Simulator. So there's a lot happening in Walrus Game Studio, and it's pretty damn exciting. Once again, like I said, thank you all for listening, watching, and hope you all have a great night. And thanks again for checking out what we've got for Network Engineer Simulator coming soon to Steam. Good night.